Thank you for having us. Hi, everyone. My name is Takaho Iwasaki, as Nico introduced. This is the third of my webinars. It's introducing Japanese market and then talking about the e-commerce in Japanese market. Today, I have an amazing guest. His name is Mr. Okada. He's an expert of e-commerce business in Japan, especially for the Amazon Japan, how to sell your product on Amazon platform in Japan. Without the further introduction, I would love to welcome him to start his webinar today. Okada-san, よろしくお願いします。
Hello everyone, thanks for coming. Today I'm going to talk about how to start and how to succeed on Amazon Japan. As an objective, this presentation is intended to share you an overview of what you will need to know and do when you enter the Japanese market with Amazon. This presentation is intended to give you an outline of what to expect. As disclaimer, we do not guarantee the realization of the contents in this presentation. The Amazon's rules are subject to change, and as a precaution, the copyright of this material is held by Compass Point Inc. Please keep the use of this material within your company only. Today's agenda is Japanese e-commerce market, Amazon Japan, Japanese consumer behavior, case study, and our service. You can have today's presentation materials later, so please relax and enjoy. My name is Noboru Okada, founder and CEO of Compass Point Inc. After the experience of working for a consulting firm and a trading company, formed its own company to sell Japanese goods on Amazon all over the world, and conducted enterprise support business in 2013 and started full-scale worldwide Amazon support for enterprises in 2015 as Compass Point Inc. Yes, usually I working with a Japanese company and some other foreign companies, but also I'm working with banks, Amazon, and Japanese state institution as well. These are some achievements. Part of my achievements, it's a webinar with Amazon Japan, several banks in Japan. This is webinar with Payoneer, who is a global leading company of online payment service. Compass Point Inc. is an Amazon-specific support company. We help global companies to expand into the Japanese Amazon market. We have totally supported companies over 500. Now it's close to 600. Its size is from small to medium businesses to major and huge manufacturers and local governments. We can support all the products that can be sold on Amazon. We have almost 100 supporting companies, partner companies, inside Japan and outside of Japan. So we support you in cooperation with these specialist companies. Some of them are like transportation companies, some of them are VAT company, some of them are for the certification or something like that. Our service area is same as countries where Amazon marketplaces exist. So Japan, Australia, Singapore, India, Middle East countries, Turkey, EU countries, North and South America. Okay, first part, Japanese e-commerce market. Japan is the world's fourth largest e-commerce market, and the size is still gradually keeping growing. Like this. It's a forecasted e-commerce growth of Japan EC market from 2017 to 2025. sales ranking of EC platform in Japan. Number 1 is Rakuten, followed by Amazon Japan and Yahoo Shopping. Share is like this. So number 1 Rakuten, number 2 Amazon, right? So for your beginning of Japanese market, it's better to focus on Rakuten and Amazon because share of these two marketplaces is quite huge. Okay, next word, Amazon Japan. Amazon sales by country. Number 1 is United States, followed by Germany, UK, and Japan. So Japan Amazon is the 4th largest sales among Amazon in the world. And Amazon Japan's business sales trend is like this. So sales volume growing every year. This is a comparison between Amazon and Rakuten. Growing rate is almost same, but Amazon is growing a little bit more. Note of selling on Amazon Japan. You can keep using your US business entity and bank account. You can start selling without coming to Japan. Of course, if you want, you can come, but you don't have to. And there are some differences from Amazon in other countries. Updating part of Amazon A+ contents without a brand registry on Amazon is possible. Amazon A+ content is basically allow brand owner to tell their brand story with enhanced image and video content. And some promotional menus which are available on Amazon US are not available. Usually some promotional menus which are proved to be effective on Amazon US is implemented to Amazon Japan and or other countries later. And the last one, customer support in Japanese is very important. Next one is audience loyalty in Japan by platform. So number 1 is Amazon Japan, followed by Rakuten and Zozo. This means visitors of Amazon Japan purchases items without checking other platforms. I guess it's because Amazon's interface is very sophisticated and many people are addicted to use Amazon. This is number of Japanese users by device. So about 70% of users using mobile phone when they visit Amazon and Rakuten. This is a distribution of users by age and gender. Rakuten and Amazon have similar distribution by both age and gender, but Rakuten has more female viewers compared with Amazon. On the other hand, Amazon has more male users. Next, percentage of active sellers on Amazon by country. Number 1 is Amazon US, followed by UK and Germany. As for these top 3 countries, ranking of percentage of active seller is consistent with ranking of sales amount on Amazon. On the other hand, ranking of percentage of active sellers of Japan is just number 7, instead that sales rank is number 4. One of the reasons is that just a little number of sellers from other countries are selling on Amazon Japan right now. This is share of Amazon GMV, gross merchandise volume, by country of sellers. Blue part is domestic sellers. Yellow part means sellers from China. And the gray part means sellers from other countries. Actually, a percentage of domestic seller on Amazon Japan is 60%, which is the highest percentage among many Amazon marketplaces. It's probably because it's not easy for foreign companies to start selling at Japanese market due to language, culture, complicated business customs, and market size. It's not small, but compared with China or US, not so huge market. It means that the Japanese market is not red ocean for you yet. This is Amazon's basic sales method. Firstly, you pick a country where you want to sell. Secondly, there are two options. One is seller, the other is vendor. Seller means that you sell your item by your own marketplace of Amazon. Vendor means that Amazon will purchase your item and Amazon will sell your items. Please note that basically you cannot ask vendor to purchase your item until they will ask you. In addition, there are several conditions required by Amazon and also some bad points compared to seller. So you can forget about the vendor at first. If you sell as seller, you can choose FBA or FBM. Usually, we recommend the clients to choose FBA because there are lots of profit for you. FBA means fulfillment by Amazon. FBM means fulfillment by merchant. I'll tell more details later. This is detail about seller and the vendor. As for seller, the seller is your company. Sell what you want to sell. Control inventory on your own. Set the price by yourself. Payment is once every 2 weeks. Have much flexibility when creating the product page. Advertisement operation is done on your own. Available to gather your own sales know-how. Available to get the data on sales. As for vendor, seller is Amazon. Sell what Amazon wants to sell. Amazon buys inventory from you in bulk. Payment is after 3 months. Product pages are basically managed by Amazon. Easy to get buy box even if there are other sellers selling the same item. Advertising is operated by Amazon. Cost will be borne by you. This is details about FBA and FBM. As I told you, FBA is fulfillment by Amazon. FBM is fulfillment by merchant. Okay. As to FBA, before start selling, you need to send your items to Amazon FBA warehouse located in Japan. And once you get order, the item will be dispatched from the FBA warehouse automatically. And as for FBM, there are two options. One is you keep your stocks at your warehouse, maybe in Hawaii, and once you get order, you dispatch your item directly to customers, maybe by international shipping. And the second option is before start selling, you send your items to Japanese warehouse, but it's not Amazon FBA warehouse, maybe your partner's warehouse or something. And once you get order, you ask this warehouse to send your item to the customer by domestic shipping. Okay. This is more about FBA. How does FBA works? Step one, send the inventory, receive and store at FBA warehouse. Customer order products. FBA warehouse pick and pack and ship to the customer. And FBA service also provide customer service in Japanese and also customer returns as well. By using FBA service, customer will see prime mark on your items, which make people to purchase your item more. The risk of troubles relating with delivery is very low. And even if something happens, Amazon will fix the issue. This is prime mark. If prime mark is shown on your product, session and the conversion rate is almost double compared to the case without prime mark. Okay, next. I'm going to explain about buy box system on Amazon. If you win the buy box, customers purchases the item from you. But if your competitor wins the buy box, customers purchase the item from your competitor, which of course you don't want it happens. Please understand that if nobody sells their items except you, you don't need to care about buy box. But if somebody else sells their item, you have to do your best effort to win the buy box because over 80% of Amazon sales go through the buy box. And the percentage is even higher for mobile purchases. So how you can win the buy box? There are several conditions. One, your seller account must be professional seller account. Two, your account health must be in good condition. Number three, your item must be new item. Number four, you must keep stocks, of course. And number five, must be a competitive price. And it's better to use FBA service. You don't have to, but if you sell FBA basis, you have a big advantage to win the buy box. Cautionary points about Amazon. First of all, you should check following points. Your products are not prohibited to export from your country. Your products are not prohibited to import and sold in Japan. Your products are not prohibited to sell on Amazon Japan. Your products can be transported from your country to Japan. And your products can be stored at FBA warehouse in Japan. These are Amazon restricted products like alcohol, animals, and automotive and power sport, something like that. These are not prohibited, but restricted. So you need to check rules on Amazon. These commodities are not accepted for international delivery. This is just a reference quoted from DHL website. So you'd better to check by yourself. It's FBA prohibited products. Products which cannot be stored at room temperature, products requiring refrigeration, freezing, or specific temperature control, prohibited, something like that. Next point is Amazon seller account health. You have to keep your account health condition good. And account health is reflecting customer satisfaction, and it's very important for you to grow your sales on Amazon. To the same time, if your account health is poor, your account can be suspended or removed by Amazon. Main reasons seller account will be closed are double account, which means you have two or more accounts, or selling counterfeit items, selling the restricted items without permission, or selling prohibited items, or fake custom reviews and poor account health. You need to take care of followings in order to maintain your account health good. Like order defective rate must be less than 1%. Fulfillment cancel rate must be under 2.5%, something like that. Anyway, it's very strict, and there are lots of parameters you need to care. Some products need a certification and or application to sell on Amazon. For example, foods, health supplements, alcohol, cosmetics. So if you want to sell these items, you have to check on Amazon website. And tax and import regulations, it is a seller's responsibility to comply with all Japanese customs laws and regulations. Needless to say. This is monthly inventory storage fee. You also need to take care of inventory storage fees if you use FBA warehouse. As you see, storage fee is subject to cubic meters and the duration of storage. So it's better to start small quantity of your products. Once the item will be sold, you can send more stocks to FBA warehouse later. I don't recommend you to send a huge amount of products at the beginning, even if it's good to reduce transportation cost. On the other hand, running out of inventory on Amazon means losing sales, losing Amazon search ranking, and losing against the competition. So conclusion is you should send a small amount of your items at the beginning. But in order not to running out of your stocks, please prepare inventory for replacement. And the next one is you cannot use customers' personal information except shipping purpose. If you disclose or use this information for other purpose, your account can be suspended. This rule is very strict, and I know some seller account was suspended because of not following these rules. Once Amazon notices it, it's not negotiable. Your account will be suspended suddenly, and it's quite tough to recover from suspension. So be careful. This is simplified procedures of selling on Amazon. But first stage before start, market research, product selection, secure budget, tax and required licensing confirmation, etc. Next stage before sales start, Amazon seller account setup, product registration on Amazon, and delivery to FBA warehouse. Then sales starts. It means start of account management, which includes order management, customer support, inventory management, and support for measures against resellers, review related measures, etc. And the sales promotion, Amazon SEO advertising, sales, support for ad placement on various medias, etc. And the data analysis and improvement includes product page optimization, Amazon advertising optimization, off-platform advertising, and promotional expense optimization, etc. So much. So it means that just start selling on Amazon is not a goal. You have to keep operating your account and definitely need appropriate sales promotion as well. This is just reference. It's Amazon search algorithm. So in order to make your sales bigger, need some advertising cost, optimizing your product page at first. After your items are purchased by some amount of customers, your product page will have some positive reviews by customers, which make people to buy easier. In addition, SEO of your product page will be improved because of Amazon searching algorithm, which make more people view your product page. This is also just for reference. Marketing funnel. It's better to know the rough figure of this marketing funnel. Starting on Amazon is just part of this marketing funnel. So if it's possible for you, you should think about total design of marketing funnel in Japan before start selling, just if possible. Next, I'm going to explain about CPC. If you sell on Amazon, you need to know CPC advertisement. CPC means the cost per click. So only when customer clicks the advertisement, you are charged by Amazon for the advertising cost. The higher the number of clicks you gather, the more you will pay. What's great about this type of campaign is that you will get more chances of converting sales without spending too much. And sellers can to their products and bid on them. When customers use a search term containing those keywords, Amazon shows products relevant to their customers' keywords. Advantage of CPC. Displays their ads aimed at potential customers, consumers, increase the visibility of your product available to gather the big data of potential consumers available to display your product on competitors' listing page. Have a chance to attract the consumer on the competitors. This is type of Amazon CPC ads. At the top, you can see Amazon sponsored brand ads. Below that, you can see Amazon sponsored product ads. And this one is Amazon sponsored display ads on Amazon's item page. This is trending share of Amazon advertising spent by ads products. As you can see, share of sponsored product and sponsored brands is about 97. So you should start with sponsored products and sponsored brand advertisement. Like this. Sponsored brand is 20%, sponsored product ads is 77%. Next part, Japanese consumer behavior. So these 8 points, I explain one by one. Point 1, selective purchasers. As a potential customers, as a potential customer planning to purchase, he or she is often exposed to and influenced by surrounding information worldwide. Before taking action, the following factors usually affect their purchase choice. Frequent information exposure, brand image, recommendation from the other buyers. For these reasons, it is important to perform the ads with Amazon and influencer marketing measures in Japan. It shows the top Japanese social media and the number of users in 2020. Number 1 is YouTube, followed by Line, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Please note, depending on the products, the influence may slightly differ. Point 2, rather be common not being stand out from the crowd. Japanese customers seek a lot of information before purchases. Besides personal preference, they are more concerned about conforming with others. What do most of the people buy? What's current trend? What others may think about it? Is it common or like that? Therefore, compared to other countries, the following factors are focused on: trend, ranking, reviews, and brand image. Point 3, high expectation for quality. Japanese consumer is known for having high expectation for quality. As you may know, point 4, high quality customer service makes sales. Creating a high quality customer support system that meets the requirement of Japanese market is absolutely essential. Point 5, detailed and accurate product information. In Japan, it is necessary to post detailed and accurate product information as a precautionary measures against compliance. measures against complaints. Point 6, the attraction of hours and overseas achievements. Hours evaluations from authoritative institutions and achievements overseas help you to gain the trust of Japanese customers, even if they do not actually know their title or details. That is enough to increase the credibility of the brand or product. Point 7, the credit of store company. Japanese consumers hate risks, so you have to show accurate information about your company. Point 8, culture and lifestyle. It is necessary to review the development or customize the products for Japanese market. Taking the Japanese lifestyle into account can have a great impact on sales. Next part, case study. Cases of success. Your products are already being sold by someone on Amazon. Your products are already being sold by someone outside Amazon in the targeting country. Your store on site, Rakuten, teleshopping, etc. There are already similar products sold on Amazon, and your product is competitive against it. Increasing awareness of SNS, YouTube, TV commercial, etc. before starting sales on Amazon. And finding good local partner. Cases of failures. Selling ends early due to lack of understanding of how Amazon works and its operating techniques. The person in charge is too busy to manage the seller account and take sales promotions measures. Did not analyze market demand carefully, only focus on short-term results and overlook how to work in the medium and long term. The strengths and the targets of the company's products are not clear, which means have no idea about marketing strategy, then eventually cause underselling. This is example of entering Japan. They are called Anker, the famous company. They are famous for its mobile batteries. This company was not a subsidiary of a large corporation, but a venture company founded by a single engineer. Today, Anker is a company that is very trusted by its customers. How did this startup company come to be supported by its customers in the Japanese market? There are lots of reasons, but we pick just 3. The user experience first, emphasizes on customer support, maximizing the use of Amazon and FBA. Last part, our service. Compass Point is not like a traditional wholesale or a trading company selling the product for you. We assist to build your own sales route comprehensively from setup to sales promotion and consulting. So to speak, we are more like an EC division, overseas EC division of your company. So that means we don't purchase the items from you and sell on behalf of you. We just support you to sell your items by your own. We provide all services related to sales on Amazon, like survey, analysis, tax licensing, logistics, Amazon channel support, Amazon promotion, and promotion outside Amazon as well. As I told you before, we have almost 100 partner companies. So we are supporting you with these partner companies. Our service menu is simple channel management, which means account management plus promotion. Started from consultation, survey analysis, and management, planning, proposal, and implementation, effect analysis. Our fee is advanced fee plus monthly charge with a guarantee fee, and the contract period is 6 months. We tell you what you need to do, and we do your job concerning Amazon on behalf of you as much as possible. This is more detail about monthly charge. Monthly charge is calculated as a percentage of sales. However, until sales exceed a certain level, we will charge a guarantee fee as a minimum invoice amount. Procedure of contract. First step is ask what you want. Then we provide an estimate, then contract, and start onboarding support, start selling, and then start account management. Okay. So that's it. So thanks for your listening, and please contact us anytime if you have any queries or need support in Japan. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Okada-san. From now, I wanted to move to Q&A session. Okada-san, hi, thank you so much for your webinar.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, so right now I have one question on the Q&A section. I think this is a little bit off the topic, but then does eBay maintain a presence in the Asian market? If so, how is the auction type online selling received by consumers? I think, I believe my understanding is like eBay is kind of big now, but maybe Mercari is bigger, right?
Yeah, in Japan, I think Mercari is bigger, and the share of eBay is not so huge in Japan, and not growing very well.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So, and I have some other question, and then on here too. Okay, so I understand more female uses Rakuten than Amazon. Does it mean I should open my account at the Rakuten if my targets are female?
Yes, it's kind of frequent asked question, and because the number of the female user Rakuten and Amazon is not so big difference, so you don't have to care too much about it. And actually, the number of users, female users in Amazon is growing every year. So it's really close these years.
So if the vendor or business in Hawaii, if they are choosing over either Amazon, Japan or Rakuten, well, how they can choose which platform is better fit for them?
There are lots of differences between the two marketplaces, but I think the biggest one of the biggest part is initial cost is bigger. The Rakuten is bigger than compared with Amazon. The cost means that actual cost money and taking time and need more person. The talent in your company like that. So if we want to start very easily, it's better to start with Amazon.
Great, thank you so much. So I have a question, Monica. Does your company, Compass Japan, act as an importer of record and also warehouse items in Japan for FBA and FBM?
Actually, Compass Point cannot be the importer or representative, but our partner company can do it.
Mm.
So
So
don't worry.
you can refer your company, partner company to you. Okay.
Yes. So, and just the introduction of our partner company does not require any money. So it's free. I can just introduce to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So there's other question from Mike. Is there any program if open accounts at the both Amazon and the Rakuten?
No, not at all. But I remember that it's kind of more difficult to open the Rakuten account compared to Amazon account, because Rakuten is designed basically for Japanese companies at first. So it's I heard it's difficult.
Okay.
Mm.
Great. So other question. Okay. So question from Martin: is your consumer behavior the same for B2C and B2B?
That's kind of difficult question, because in Amazon or Rakuten, there are just a few B customers. So we don't analyze B customers so much. But I heard that almost 4 or 5% of Amazon users are B customers.
Okay. So if you open the accounts for Amazon Japan or Rakuten, the automatically your target has to be mostly consumer. C.
Yes. Yes. Right.
Okay. So there's other question too. Okay. So I think you're talking about there's the 3 kinds. Either you could be the vendor of Amazon, or you could sell your product FBA or FBM. What is the criteria for the Hawaii company or any company to be a vendor of Amazon Japan instead of the selling directly?
It's a quite tough question, because Amazon does not disclose this kind of criteria. But I'm sure Amazon have some wholesale companies friend. So yeah, so if you have friend of wholesale company in Japan, they may be able to introduce to Amazon, but it's not sure. Even if they introduce your products or brand, Amazon will check what's the possibility of sales on Amazon by data. So it's not 100% sure.
Okay.
But you can try.
But then you have to be chosen by the Amazon, and then
it's quite tough. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So next question. So regarding buy box, what do you mean by the same item? For example, if I sell XYZ cookies, do they recommend, Amazon recommend another type of cookies, or only it's over among XYZ cookie?
It's like one buy box is for one junk code. So it's EAN code.
EAN,
right?
Okay.
Yes, yeah, one buy box is one EAN code. So if the item is different, the buy box must be different buy box.
Okay. Thank you. So in your presentation, it sounds like it's there even before open the accounts in Amazon Japan, you have to make sure your product is profited to sell in Japan or not. How Hawaii company can see or to tell if it's not profited to or not?
If you don't pay any money, maybe it's the best way is ask the government organization or something, or check on the internet. But on the other hand, if you can pay some, maybe you can ask transportation company or some specialist company or trading company as well. It's one way, I think.
Do you have that kind of service for the customer to check if there is okay to sell to Japan, or if they become your clients?
Yes, we have such kind of professional partners in Japan. Honestly, to say if their item have big potential, maybe they will check for free. But
Oh,
if not, they will require, or maybe it's a complicated procedure, they will require some money, I think.
okay.
Mm.
How about the Amazon platform? I know there's also criteria for Amazon warehouse
Ah,
to make. What is there
yes.
any website the people can check?
Yes, yes, you can check on website on Amazon, but I I'm afraid that the page is not always updated on time, so you have to check with Amazon customer support as well. It's better.
Oh, okay. So they should call them and then make sure if that's okay.
Yeah, but one more problem is updated information is not owned by Japanese Amazon. It's owned by Amazon.com person. So
Okay.
yeah, it's better to ask them.
Okay. But it's easier for American company, right? Than asking.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yes, but one more problem is rules in Japan and Amazon US is slightly different. So it's very complicated.
So most of non-Japanese companies hire the expertise like you to check if it's okay, unless it's very
Right.
detailed.
Yeah, right,
Okay.
right. Mhm.
So also I think in order to make sell in Japan or store at Amazon warehouse, you
Mhm.
need a Japanese label.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you know those if I want to, let's say they want to sell food to Japan through
Yeah,
Amazon,
yeah.
if the how they can find the requirements of Japanese label to attach.
You'd better to ask specialists in Japan as much as possible, but maybe they can ask somebody in Hawaii who are very familiar with the Japanese rules, like maybe trading company or transportation company or something like that.
Well,
I think
maybe
you can find it.
okay. Maybe also is there any Japanese site like a なんか商品管理サイトとかそういうの like if it's Japanese, is there any?
Maybe Jetro?
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how details they are telling it in English. I'm not sure really.
Yeah, I think so. I can put the Jetro homepage. So one way is you have to go and check with those importer, distributor, or maybe the government, or you can ask your friend who already imported to Japan, or you can go to like a Jetoro and ask them. Okay.
If you ask your friend, please check how can I say how white he's doing. Like if the volume is very small amount, people do without checking the certain procedure.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
Oh, so like they should ask with those friends how they actually proceed with the label. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So I think you talk about a lot about FBA. How about FBM? Is it because it's not go through Amazon? Is it easier if for the Hawaii company to start FBM?
Easier to just start, but okay, when you start selling on Amazon, your seller account is really weak because you don't have any record or orders. So if your shipment will be delayed or how can I say missing items or something happens, your item order defective rate growing very quickly, and your account can be suspended easily. So it's better to start FBA, and when you get many orders, maybe you can choose FBM as well. But just starting with FBM is very risky, so I don't recommend it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Mm.
So I have maybe two more questions. So how can we hire the influencer or YouTuber to promote our products?
Okay. Actually, we can introduce, but if you want to contact them directly, there is a big problem because many Japanese can't speak English. And they cannot have any know-how to have a contract with foreign companies as well. So maybe they will say just no.
Oh, I see. So maybe even they can speak English or they can help you. There might be big trouble happen. It's so hard to handle with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe you should ask some professional company or person like you to connect those YouTuber or influencer and have
I think
a
it's
very
better.
good contract. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and another way is there are some quite huge influencer company in Japan. Yeah, like that. But just they are very, how can I say, expensive. And your budget must be quite huge. Otherwise, they will just ignore. So that's the problem.
Jessica, how much is this? How much usually the charge you?
I don't know, like million, at least several million Japanese.
That's what I think that's the minimum million. Yeah. I have another question. Maybe Takaho and Magic Connect can test with the introduction to Japan YouTubers. Actually, yes, I do have a connection with some agency.
That's great.
But then, but it depends on your target and what's your product. I have a couple connections, but then I think you should ask a lot of options and then how much the cost and then compare the prices. And then I think I answered a question from the audience, but then I have one last question.
Okay.
So you talking about in order to attract a lot of Japanese consumers, you should clearly mention what's your product information, right? What kind of information is necessary, required, or even not required? They should put on to attract Japanese consumers.
So, like, what is your item's profit is? What happens if the customer purchase and use your item clearly? So, like, this is just delicious. It's not good, right? So, why it's delicious and what happens to your lifestyle or your health or something like that?
Like special ingredients or very premium egg they use or something like that.
Yes, as you know, in Japan, there are lots of items, products, actually too much products. So why the customer have to choose your item? It's very important point.
Okay. So I have a question. Sorry, I think this is going to be last. What are some of the most important factors that affect the ranking of the products on Japanese Amazon Japan? So there's a ranking. Ranking.
Yes.
What is the factor? Key factors? Why those items in Japan can be the top ranking?
Okay. In the certain duration, how many products are sold? It's a number one factor. So you have to sell many items as much as you can in the certain duration.
What do you mean the certain duration? Like
certain time, like 1 week, 2 weeks.
Oh, so it's in a short time.
Like in short time, you have to sell many items. Then
Yeah, what is like a common factor? そういうアイテムに共通してる点というか、what is the common factor of
Ah,
those top ranking products?
one is cheap items because the Amazon's ranking is ranked by how many items were sold, not how much totally you sold. You see, so expensive item does not have advantage.
Oh, I see.
Because cheap item can be sold many times, which means you can get high rank easily.
I see. And also maybe with the review and then other the customer.
Yeah, many factors. Yes, yes. But number one is quantity. How many you sold.
I see. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Great. Thank you so much, Takaho and Okada-san.
Thank you.
Thank you. So before we wrap up, a quick reminder for everyone that this webinar has been recorded and it will be shared to everyone who registered by email. And the next webinar in our e-commerce and digital marketing series for Japan will be a deep dive into another third-party selling platform, which is Rakuten. And this webinar will be on Tuesday, August 17 at 2:30 p.m. Again, hosted by Takaho. And also the applications are now open for our upcoming e-commerce and digital marketing cohort program. This program will be divided into 2 tracks, e-commerce and digital marketing. And it will be a 10-week program starting the week of August 23rd. So for more information and to apply, please visit our website. And I did drop the link in the chat. So thanks to everyone for joining us today. And if you're interested in services from Innovate Hawaii, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Mahalo. Thanks, everyone.